11:54 p.m. Almost midnight. June 28, 2024. Walking outside with a silent hum from a celebration of my friend's 17th birthday as I pick at the long sleeve I decided to wear on this warm night. I hear scuffing of shoes against the pavement behind me, not even a minute after leaving the building. Feeling over-suspicious at the possibility of being followed, I hasten my steps. Why'd the parking garage have to be so damn far away? Turning the nearby corner, I feel the person grab my hair from behind me. They swiftly throw my head against the brick wall I stood next to, nothing turning from it minus a likely concussion and a future headache. I turn around to face the person, almost as instinct. Before I even get a glimpse of anything above the belt, such a pretty thing, he smashes my stomach with his foot and my face with his knee. With a grunt, all that I can sense is ringing in my ear. I slip into the abyss as my body turns limp. 11:30 a.m. the next day. Location is unknown. Shit. I squint open my eyes. Where am I? I sit up, looking around. I'm behind what is likely a mall. Did he just dump me? Damn. Standing up, I turn the back of my hand and arm under my nose, dried blood either falling off or attaching itself to my sleeve. Fuck. This is honest bull. Remembering my bag, I turn my head, rapidly looking for it. I spot it in the general area I once laid. I drop to a kneel, opening it. I try to look for the small amount of aid supplies I usually carry inside. How I hate the extra luggage, but I'm so glad it brought you. I whisper to the inanimate object. Finding the alcohol wipes, I bring out my phone, turning on the camera to aid me in cleaning myself. I groan, spotting the bruising on my right eye. Motherfucker. At least it's not swollen. I end up roughly cleaning the blotch of dried blood under my nose and the rest of my face, and throwing my phone into my bag. Honestly, these aren't as bad for injuries for getting beaten up. Well, more so nothing is broken. Remembering the sunglasses in my bag that I keep forgetting to take out, I rummage for them. Eagerly, I put them on to hide the black eye. Huffing, I get back up, swing my bag over my shoulder, walking to the front of the building. I instantly decided it best to go inside. Not knowing where to go, I head down the escalator, spotting a certain ice cream parlor. Looks like I gotta keep a little secret. And I'm guessing the date is June 28th, 1984. I'm in Starcourt Mall in Hawkins, Indiana. I am in a show. I wander to other stores, buying new clothes, accessories, and stopping to eat a couple times. I will tell you, inflation is something. I'm so glad I took cash with me. These prices are amazing compared to the future. Already with changed clothes, putting my old teared and bloodied clothes in a completely separate bag from the already few I hold, I decided best to either wander or sit waiting. All until it reached 9:27 p.m. That's when I saw the party, the main five, all of them walking inside. When they reach the bottom of the escalator, Lucas gives Erica a short lecture when he spots her with friends. Of course, I can't hear them with the current distance, but I know what they're saying. Soon I detached myself from the wall I was leaning on, following them to the ice cream parlor. Instead of following all the way to the counter where Mike, may I add, obnoxiously rings the bell, I stop and go to a table. Setting all my bags down, soon setting myself down too. Hey Dingus, your children are here. Again? Steve slides open a window connecting to the back room. Seriously? Mike just looks at him before ringing the counter bell one more time. Steve leads them to the hallways connecting all the departments shortly after. I set my bag on the back of the seating close to the wall. After just sitting for a couple more minutes, I decide that I want to talk to at least one of them, Robin or Steve. I ponder. I don't feel like thinking about the interference with the plot right now. I just want to talk. I get up, but as soon as I do, the power goes out. I forgot that this happens. That's weird. I hear Steve. I then hear him flickering the light switch behind him over and over again. That isn't going to work, dingus. I then hear Robin's voice. Oh, really? He says in response, flickering the switch faster while looking up, facing the lights to see any reaction from them. It really isn't. I speak up. The power then came back on almost as soon as it went out. There. Let there be light. Steve says smugly to Robin, who silently mocks him. He then turns to me, keeping the same smug look. I look at him with a straight face in return. Before a wave of paranoia hits me, all I do is shiver and he raises an eyebrow at me. I raise an eyebrow back. What? Nothing. He says nothing more for a few seconds, so I check the time on my watch. Shit. I mumbled to myself. It's 9:58. I turn around. I was going to try and figure out a place to stay before 10, but it's almost that time. Damn it all. I guess I can risk it. I don't want to stay with Steve, but he's also my best bet right now. I just need to make it extremely clear. Or I can ask for a ride to a hotel. Just something. I turned back around to face him. Hey, I quiet myself immediately after realizing my raised volume. I'm like extremely new here in town. I got dropped off here from the bus and this is also my first day here, so I was wondering if you could drive me to a nearby hotel if you have a car. You don't have to though. There are so many holes in that. What the fuck? Now I'm praying he's stupid as some of the show portrays him to be. Oh yeah, sure, I don't mind. Not even a second later, no hesitation, he is that stupid. Okay. Thank you, you're a lifesaver, he grins. Wow. Maybe don't inflate Zingo too much next time. The next morning at the mall, 11:14 a.m. I figured it best not to wear my sunglasses today. Alrighty, 1 scoop of chocolate. That's a $1.25. Here you go. I see Steve smile at the girl from where I sit. He looks at her shirt. Purdue. Fancy. I cringe. Yeah, I'm excited. She responds, giggling. Steve types something in the register. Yeah, I considered it Purdue. But then I was like, you know what? I really think I need some real life experience, before I hit college. See what it feels like. I don't know. He grabs her change from the register. See what it's like to earn a working man's wage. You know what? The register rings. It's broken, and he's freaking out. Hold on, sorry. He then continues his story. I think that's, really important. The two girls just look at him, smiling at his failed attempt at flirting with the one in front. Yeah, totally. Gotta love sarcasm, but damn. Yeah, anyways, this is, so fun. He forces a short laugh with her. We should kind of, I don't know, hang out. He hands her change, either her failing to catch it or him having poor hand-to-eye coordination. It winds up falling. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know. He puts his hand on the counter, trying to appear more confident, hoping for the outcome he obviously wishes for. Maybe next weekend, or he waits. Yeah, I'm busy. She reaches to put the change in her purse. Oh, that's cool. I'm actually working here next weekend, he gestures. So the following weekend is better for me, he says, defeated, but hope still underlines his tone. No, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay? She says, what's with the bitchy tone? I hear her rolling my eyes. Thanks. Steve tries to speak up as they walk away. This is my first day here. I then eye him with a raised brow. He huffs into feet. Robin rolls to the opening of the window, almost as if on cue. I smell at what she's about to say, and another one bites the dust. She slides her whiteboard in view. Steve turns around to face her, scuffing at the sound of her voice. You are 046, Popeye. She places a tally mark under the words, you suck. Yeah, I can count. Steve says agitatedly while nodding, arms crossed. You know that means you suck, right? She says in a teasing tone. Yep, I can read too. I can tell Steve is tired from all Robin's teasing with his rough tone he carries towards her. Since when? She teases him even further, almost as if she's trying to knock him over the edge. Hey, I get it from where I sat, walking up behind Steve. Do you think you can put another one on there? Make it 0 for 7. I ask in a mocking tone. Oh, Dingus got dusted not 6, but 7 times? She looks at him, playfully shocked before looking towards me. Now Dingus's friend. Who is this unlucky lady? She asked with the same tone. Me. When I was hitching a ride with him last night. Wow. Dingus, you don't know when to quit, do you? I breathe out a short laugh. Sorry, Steve. I pat him on the shoulder before leaning on the counter. Your oh-so-sweet coworker has to know. My tone similar to Robin's. It's this stupid hat. I sigh, shaking my head. I am telling you, Robin sighs at his complaint, too. It is totally blurring my best feature. It really isn't the hat. Yeah, Robin moves the board, locking her hands, placing her arms to lay on the wall under the opening of the window. Company policy is a real drag. She shakes her head. You know, it's a crazy idea. She looks up at him from her position. But have you considered... She shrugs, blowing up her cheeks before continuing. Telling the truth? She basically eyes him. Oh, you mean that I couldn't get into tech and my douchebag dad is trying to teach me a lesson? I make $3 an hour and I have no future? That truth? He speaks with dual honesty. I move as I hear the clacking of heels back to my seat. Robin grins before pointing out to Steve, hey, 12 o'clock. Steve follows. Oh shit, okay, going in, okay, I'm going in. Just before he turns around, and you know what? He reaches to take off his uniform hat, throwing it behind Robin. Screw company policy. Oh my god, you're a whole new man. Steve begins to walk away backwards, right? Ooh. He does a small dance. He turns around as me and Robin laugh at his actions. Ahoy, ladies, didn't see you there. He practically screams, causing me and the girl he is speaking to jump. He places both of his hands on the countertop. Would you guys like to set sail on this ocean of flavor with me? He says with great enthusiasm. I'll be your captain. I'm Steve Harrington. He loses a little volume near the end. The girls laugh. Oh my god. I hear one mumble. Can I get you guys a little taste of cherry souffle? He butchers the last word. Sorbet. No? Anybody? Banana boat? He takes a look at all of them. 4 people, 4 spoons. Robin slowly sighs away, cringing as she does so. I get up as she does, walking behind the girls and proceeding to the back room. Steve doesn't seem to care. Steve continues, anybody? It's hot out there. Once I get through the door, I see Robin has put another tally. 0 for 8. He really is desperate. I walk over to close the window, sitting down at the table in the middle of the room after. Yeah, by the way, I've been meaning to ask. What's up with your eye? She points to her own. Oh, I touched the fading bruise. It's nothing, just some weirdo kneed me in the face. Robin thankfully doesn't pry. But, anyway, I take a deep breath. I get the whole girl crazy thing, but he doesn't seem like the type. I rest my head on my palm, facing Robin, knowing what happened that made him like this. I feel like everyone gets the same after breaking things off with either their first relationship or first love. Really? Who's the boy that broke your heart? She raises her brow with a sarcastic smirk. She then sits in the chair next to me. Would love to hear about it. She keeps her taunting tone. You wouldn't know him. I say in a similar tone to hers. But the feeling is like, you get so used to being in a relationship that you feel out of place when you're not in one. Some people try to give some time before actually doing that to avoid a rebound, but after some time, they're either content but still want a relationship or just content with being single. I don't know what's up with Steve, though. Robin boredly hums to my rant in response. I hope you know I avoided going on a long-ass rant just for you. I grin playfully. She looks back at me. Ah, yes, thank you for saving my ears. I smile in place of a laugh at her reply. I rant a shit ton, not even when I'm nervous, usually when I'm happy or forcing someone to listen to me. Sorry, but I hate that I sometimes stutter or accidentally skip a word, or even make up one in some scenarios. I shrug. She shakes her head with a slight smile.